And we are live!
Yeah.
The most enthusiastic I've ever been because it's Monday. Wait, shit. It's not going to come out on a Monday.
I love when you try to riff.
Goes great. Shows why I didn't make it as a stand-up comedian. Okay, we're live and we're really excited to have you here to learn about random things. We're going to talk about pranks this week. If any of us are doing an on-theme segment as we're supposed to.
But there's a theme?
Yeah.
Piers, did you not do the theme? Then your segments won't be stolen if you didn't go on theme, so that's a plus.
That's why
that was
I
probably
worried.
deliberate on his part.
Yeah.
If I don't go to the theme,
go off theme now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you on theme, Adam? I'm on theme for I'm
on theme,
I'm on
baby.
theme.
Okay. No,
Was I around for the theme discussion? Was that?
Oh no.
Yes.
So Piers, go first, and then we'll
By the way, I love how you decorated the place, Piers.
Thank you.
Piers is actually in an insane asylum right now.
It looks like those walls have pads, actually.
Yeah.
Are those
it's where they put people who couldn't find the right microphone.
Well, the sound is
Okay.
working, so
That's all we need.
yeah. You sound great.
Take us away, Piers.
There was you could call this a prank. We're going with prank. This is a prank.
You could.
This
The term is
a
very loosely
definite
applied.
prank. The police in Essex, which is a very lively part of England, made a mistake recently when they turned up to what they thought was an illegal rave, but was actually old age pensioners, so geriatrics queuing up to get their COVID-19 vaccine.
Oh my God.
Why did they think it was a rave, though?
Well, so a bunch of people saw a large group of, elderly people standing outside a Freemasons hall where they usually have concerts when COVID's not happening. So they called it in and the police showed up to arrest everybody for, breaking COVID protocols. And it turned out that everyone was, over the age of 70 trying to get their COVID vaccine.
So in non-COVID times, in England, do people over the age of 70 rave?
No.
That's a good point. You haven't actually established they weren't raving. Maybe both things are true.
But they turned up to find wheelchairs, Zimmer frames, walking sticks, and a bunch of
if it had been called in as like an illegal bingo tournament, that might have been more appropriate. This
great. Imagine that police officer. He's like, yeah, this the tip that we received on the tip line may have slightly oversold this.
Probably a prank played by some youths.
Is that an oxygen tank or
Once
is that
they
for
get-
whippets?
Once they get their vaccines, they will be able to attend raves, though. That's
They will be.
why we're all getting vaccinated, right? So we can
Yes.
go. How do raves? What are raves?
I don't know.
That's all I know.
How does one rave?
I will have
You
one
just do
rave,
this,
please.
Like one rave
If
with
you
my
Google-
drug, please.
If you have to Google what's a rave, I don't think.
I think we can all safely decide whether Katherine has or has not ever attended a rave in her life.
I don't think we're getting invited to the rave.
Well, we're too young for this rave.
Yeah, that's true. You can rave with the geriatrics, Katherine.
But it is something interesting that someone just sees a crowd and assume, and like in the current environment, you see a crowd of people and you assume something nefarious is going on.
Yeah.
100%.
You just make the call. You don't even stop
Yeah.
to be like,
Phone it in. See something,
Yeah.
say something.
I wonder why they thought rave, though, because they must have had to have been a fair distance away, because you're not going to be half a block away, see a bunch of people with walking sticks and
But
think,
they all had glow
that's a rave
sticks.
about to go down.
Yeah.
either that or the
second-
world's worst illegal open mic.
Another great prank, which I prepared for prank day. A bunch of British school kids were, every year they give the new students laptops at this school, and they were found that they came fully loaded with Russian malware.
Oh, wow.
So that when all these kids logged on for their first day of school, apparently the computers were sort of sending all of their information back to some
Snowden.
Russian bot farm or whatever who was monitoring their person, what Peppa Pig, whatever it is.
What's a Peppa Pig?
That's the famous children's cartoon now.
Oh, that must be what they do at all these raves.
Catherine should know.
I'm
No.
sorry.
Never heard of that.
Anyway, another great prank by the Russians.
Classic prank right there.
Classic, the old Peppa
And then
Pig prank.
we moved to Toronto, Ontario, where the man who's nicknamed Ontario Trump, Rob Ford, has promised to drive a frozen truck. Well, not a frozen truck. What do they call it? A refrigerator truck to Kalamazoo, Michigan himself to pick up more vaccines for his constituents. So this is
Probably not allowed to drive.
Oh.
This is leading by example. That's a good point.
Probably too
Wait,
many DUIs.
Who is this guy?
Ontario
You heard
Trump.
of Rob Ford, right? The guy that was mocked on
crack and
SNL.
stuff.
Or
No, I
The big fat mayor of Toronto that became the laughing stock of the world.
oh, I have
Period
been
of time.
reading.
it was Trump pre-Trump.
Got it.
But
Ontario's
they-
Trump is a bad nickname though. It doesn't like.
They caught him
doesn't roll
doing.
off
They
the
caught
tongue.
him doing crack, and he was way more.
Wait,
And
really?
he
expensive
died.
than Trump.
And then he died.
And he danced in
Wow.
Parliament or the whatever.
How have we not done a segment on this fellow?
Well, he's not a prime minister, and
Okay.
It's not
No,
some
we-
prime mayors, Jimmy. It's some prime ministers.
I feel like you could like blur the lines for 1 week, Catherine, and
No,
So-
it's worth doing. I suppose
it just sounds
It's
like
been
a
done
colourful
a lot,
character.
though.
Okay.
He was so
yeah, it's
colorful that
because
he's been
most people know about it, Jimmy. No.
Okay, little personal attack just now.
So Doug Ford's gonna go drive. So Doug Ford is Rob Ford's brother, obviously, or no, maybe not, obviously. And
Actually, he's Henry Ford's son. Now that's a Ford that I have heard of. So
There you go.
Give him a quick Google, Jimmy, and you'll know everything you need to know about him just by how he looks, because that's how we judge people.
does he look like Gimli?
Yeah. He looks like, as my Jimmy accurately said, a bouncer. He's just an idiot. He's dumb. Like but he's quite popular in Ontario because anyway.
He tells it like it is. Is he?
Yeah, that's what people say.
Right.
He tells it like it is, and
Willing to drive a truck to get
Right.
vaccines. That's a good thing.
yeah.
Anyway,
Um,
Piers, have we hijacked your segment sufficiently? You disappeared.
Pierce is
He's muted
Pierce
himself.
is busy googling pranks for his prank segment.
trying to come up with a third one on the fly now.
That wasn't that 3?
I love it.
must- Yeah,
Three,
well,
he pulled 3 pranks out of
and we're
nowhere.
at. You're good.
Perfect timing. I love it. Pierce, like, and now we
So back to you guys with your one prank. Just gonna
now we
hand
cross
it
to
over.
Ontario, the capital of pranks, where
Sort of a meta prank to ignore prank day, though.
oh that's true. A prank within a prank. Prankception.
This is
Pranks-
an Inception
all right.
episode.
Prankception.
Prankception. There it
Episode
is.
title.
Like the Empire, we're almost done. We hope that you've had lots of fun. Was it relevant? Probably not. But thanks for giving this part a shot. Stay tuned for the end of Uncommon Wealth. The podcast.